Morning, Mr. Roy.
Good morning. You sound nice
People,
and healthy.
if you hear this, my voice is back almost all the way. So, yeah.
Big old red candle to kick us off.
And now we're bouncing. So,
I'll start off VWAP. We're looking at Tide. It's been very confusing this morning. You've got puts rising on general market, calls dropping on SPY. You've got puts rising, calls dropping. So they're actually in sync now. That's good. And the market is actually showing some weakness. Held VWAP, so you got to think if you break below VWAP, you got a lot of cluster here. What you think about that? Is that support or is that hands off the wheel?
if it breaks it, it's going to not be support.
Yeah.
If it breaks it could get ugly.
Yeah.
But, and okay.
All right. That just, I mean, big candles here. They're not really that big. What are they? About 5-6 points.
Yeah, it's just the volatility we've had in it so far. So,
Yeah.
it's not been anything really nice yet. I hate that I was in a short, had my stop here, got stopped out and came back, which I was in about here. So we'd be in the money now if we wouldn't have got stopped out. That's always a little frustrating.
Yeah, it almost helps to kind of zoom out to almost a 15-minute chart right now so you don't get so whacked out with
15-minute chart is not, I mean, you get this little uptrend, but looks like we're trying to break it down here.
trying to break it, yeah. I mean, that maybe
puts are going insane. Volume is going insane with puts. We're going to try it again here. What for the enter here on short?
Oh, that's a bad spot, man. I don't think it's a bad spot.
Here's the break.
I entered one here. I'll add a retest if we get up to VWAP. I don't think we're going to get up to VWAP, though.
We could. As volatile as it been, I don't know, but this SPY tide might be the ugliest I've ever seen it.
That is gross. I mean, that we're going to flip over and see. You can see your call premium is actually at the bottom of the axis.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, we're trying. We can't go any lower. It just dropped off a cliff on general market tide as well. So market is holding up here, but I'm not sure how much longer. So you see, obviously, first target would be this 200 on the 10-minute, which is 58.1750. Or below is currently getting tested now. I've seen a little bounce off of it. Or below yesterday was 58.1550. We did have a few reactions there on that. And then obviously the bottom of the zone is ultimately where we'd like to head, 58.14.
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking here. I've got to order a period VWAP in case it was to bounce back up. But if it drops below here, it just looks like it could do here in a second, I might add. Oh, there it is. It's just so damn volatile right this second. CBD is going negative 4,300. That's a drastic change from where we were earlier.
Yeah, it is.
I try to add more there. Trying to get to where we're adding to winners. Not to losers.
So we're under 58.20 now. So I think maybe you come back, recoil, retest that, break down to the bottom of the zone. That'd be lovely. We're getting a little wick action.
I got a little bit here.
SPY tide is still disgusting. It is general market tide. So the tide is in your favor. However, this wick could get a push up. Maybe it does retest your 50-day moving average on the 10, which I think aligns near the 5. Could get a VWAP tested.
Yeah, not loving this wick, but we've seen wicks before where it's just like, you know what, we're just taking a little break and then we're going to run away with it.
Yeah, and it appears that that may be the case as we're back under 58.20. So looking around Mag 7, you're right across the board except Apple, which is slightly green, up 0.3%. The VIX had a nice pop, actually had a gap up. Today's VIX expiration, so you could get some volatility with the VIX. Yeah, just Bitcoin's basically flat. Solana's slightly red, basically flat for Solana. Yeah, not a lot of strength showing anywhere. Just Apple, but even that's starting to wane. So now you've come down, you've tested this 200 on the 10-minute. And break under that should go to bottom of our zone.
Should. CBD is now negative 4,800. See if we can hit and that go past -5.
You know, you hate being in a short, getting stopped out right at the top, man. And then ultimately being right. But you gotta switch it up and play what's in front of you.
Yep. Kashkari, 6 minutes. They just put the link up on there to watch it live. I'm not watching it live, but the link is coming up. There's 5. Let's move this up here. So. Did not follow all the way through with it, though, you son of a gun. Let's break it down and break it down. Let's break it down for the breakdown.
Yeah, this is. You'd expect a reaction at the bottom of the zone. You've gotten a pretty good one, but it's a couple points, nothing crazy. So what you'd like to see is it break back down there, break below it, retest, fail, and drop.
Yep. We got had a bunch of orders sitting at 58.10. They just moved them down. Looking around the 58.07.50 range right now.
That 58.09.50 was a spot that we had marked down on Monday. That was kind of that random blue line. I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, that could be without digging deeper. I mean, my little book map is showing between 58.10 and 58.07.50, so that could be exactly on that line.
Yeah. That line has a lot of bigger time frame reactions. So tide is not relenting. SPY puts continue to climb, calls continue to drop. Same on general market tide. They are anticipating a not so fun day.
Yeah, tide is ugly.
Well, we know the Fed, they can change on a dime. So,
Yep. I thought we had to break there. I said, not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. Come on, break it on down.
Tesla under 280, back to 278. It's dropping fast. Wow. Amazon under 205 is at 203, also dropping fast. Meta dropping fast. I do have calls on Amazon and Meta. Full disclosure. Boom. All right. We're at that spot. 5809.50.
Come on, get me out down here. And I just passed another take profit trader.
Good job.
Got that bad boy all the way through. Held 5 lots from, actually I took a couple of losses. Did the same trade I did here. And then got back short around here and held all the way down to that bottom.
And there it goes.
We got $300 per new, so guess what we're going with, you bad boys?
Nice.
We're not doing anything stupid. We got this thing up to almost $1,000 now. Y'all remember this thing was negative a lot.
Yeah.
And this bad boy right here is at $22.65. We could take a payout, but we're not going to yet.
Nice job. Nice. I mean, didn't get to move initially, but we ended up getting it. Tide came through on that one. I'll have to admit.
Yeah. Tide and when Tide and Bookmount CBD are working together, we are almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
Now to move over to my pro accounts I have over here, I hadn't touched yet, so that's the only thing I got left. Now to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do
here. Well, you're in a spot now where you just hands off the wheel. You let the man talk, see if he says anything, see if you can see any switches in Tide or if there's still continuation. But we finally, to be honest, I think it's the first time this week we've been able to play a zone break.
Yeah, and if y'all notice that time, there's one person here to see it. So we entered, what was it, up here? If you go to mine.
Yeah, let me get you over. Yeah, go ahead.
I think we entered the first short right here. Mm-hmm. And then when we got, actually it was up here. And when we got this break, I added to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually added to a winner, which feels 1,000,000 times better than ever adding to a loser, just so you know. And just ran it down, put our take profit. Our take profit was around 750 or so, somewhere right around here. You can see we didn't go too much further past it and then bounced back up. So we about bottom take that bad boy. Not quite, but we were pretty damn close.
Yeah. So now we're below the zone. So what we'd want to see, granted, Kashkari is about to speak. Maybe he'll have predefined remarks. That'd be great, but probably not. You'd want to see a rejection at the bottom of the zone with Tide continue to go in the puts favor. If we get that, I think it's an objective short. But until you get that,
I'm gonna tell you guys, Tide is ugly still.
Yeah. So we go to Tide. You're seeing general market and SPY Tide. I mean, it's just there's nothing positive here.
Nope.
So little blue line's holding up right now. So beware of the blue line. Mag 7 across the board is red. Apple's headed it that way. Nvidia got all the way down to 115.80.
Hey, guess where we got an order sitting at on Bookmap?
58.14.
Right around there. Yep.
Yeah.
Getting a slight little dip in your put premiums now, which I mean, gosh dang, you had to. I mean, you had to. They had to take a break at some point. I mean, that was just
that was
watching it
relentless.
live. Your tide doesn't move like a stock chart normally, and
Yeah.
that bad boy was on just a straight trail up, man, and just getting it like, ooh.
Yeah, it keeps expanding the chart, and you just see that red line getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're just like,
Yeah.
holy cow.
I mean, on mine, look, yours too. You look, your calls and everything went down so low, it went down into the volume.
Yeah.
It ran out of room. Like, we can't go anymore.
Yeah. And even on this bounce up, I mean, it's just the smallest little downtick in puts caused to bounce up, but your premium's still dropping. I mean, objectively, this is not a strong move back up, according to Tide. Now, obviously, somebody is talking, they can say something and it can switch, but
Yeah.
this does not appear to be a bottom to me, according to Tide.
I don't think so, but I mean, CBD is now negative 8,900. So what that's telling us is that the Bears are definitely in the sell-off mode.
Yeah.
They're going to push this thing down now. What do we get once we get down here? Do we get any? Wouldn't call it covering, but I mean, do you start shorting down here? I mean, where? Oh, Kashkari.
There he goes.
That was not Kashkari's anything. Oh, I do not know why we got a pop there because the headline was U.S. government could face default risk as soon as August without debt ceiling increase.
Oh.
That is not a good headline.
No. Not at all. Why would that pop the market?
And your CBD pop the negative 6,400 too.
Huh. It's a retest of the zone and the 200 with a failure. Why would that pop the market?
No clue, but we're in a short and take profit trader now in the pro accounts. We're going to give it up to the 8. So if it hits the 8, it'll stop us out. If it doesn't, we're good.
Yeah, I don't understand. That move was a bit perplexing. I entered a short at the bottom of the zone. So it's slightly green on it, but it's still just a bit odd at that. Did the algos just get it wrong?
If they did, was that a trap?
Yeah. Yeah, because U.S. government could face default risk as soon as August without debt ceiling increase. Congressional budget office.
That's like a trap, Roy.
It certainly looks like it on the panel now. Whoa. All right. Well,
I wonder if somebody just cleared their position real quick. You think you got a big short cover there?
could have just been like, oh, this means that. I mean, does this mean there's pressure to get the budget more market friendly? That's a stretch. I mean, I'm stretching here. I'm doing my yoga.
You're definitely stretching.
I mean, Tide puts are continue to rise and call premiums continue to drop. Same on both general market Tide. I do believe. -7,000. Yeah, I mean, I think we need to look now kind of at Monday lows, which were in that 57.94 range during the open session. I don't think that's far-fetched to say we may eat into those lows a little bit if this data Oh, well, let's see. What we got below is your favorite indicator, the 20-day, and your second favorite indicator, the 5-day, are in the 5.770s.
Oh, I saw your boy John from TRT Trading. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The one that
Oh, yeah.
the one that blocked Snoop.
Yeah.
He mentioned the 5 yesterday, and he almost immediately got blocked.
Wow. I mean,
I think there's
one.
look. Let me rephrase. I think there's a place for the 5-day if you're looking at the daily chart.
Yes, of course.
I
Day
think
trading, probably not.
when you're looking at the 5-minute or the 15-minute or the 30-minute, I think it has absolutely zero shit to do with what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I do think there's a place for it on the daily chart. If you're looking to swing, your 5-day average would actually make sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we know just as good as I do. I mean, you know just as good as I do. Those averages, there's room on both sides of them, right?
Yep.
And on a daily chart, it looks like it hit it to a T and bounced. Where in 5-minute, we went all around that damn thing. So you can't be precise on it. Is my point. That's, I think, kind of where I lead with it.
Mm-hmm.
But Trump. There you go. Let's let you speak. People are with me at a level nobody has ever seen.
Okay. Cool.
Have no clue what the hell that means. Right.
You kind of wonder sometimes these headlines make him sound. I mean, I know those are his words, but I would like to know the context to what this is about. That would
That's
make
the
things
thing.
a little.
Context makes a huge difference in everything, right?
Yeah.
And they pick these headlines out, and that's where they're like, "Oh, well, look, he's racist. He's this." Like, oh, did you get the whole thing he said? Like, you just picked up part of it and you ran with it. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve with down media altogether. Is if we're going to do it, let's throw it out there. This whole thing with Greenland's getting really interesting.
Yeah, and Vance headed over there.
Yeah, did you see where Greenland came out and pretty much asked other countries to help them out? Said that the aggression from America is getting worse daily.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, look at these puts.
We need Greenland for international security. No, we need Greenland because that's going to be the biggest thoroughfare for shit to come through eventually.
Yeah,
That's why we want.
Control the seas.
Yep. That's why we made that deal. I don't know if you see, we made that deal with Russia in the Black Sea.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's happening. Boom shakalaka. Your volume is just steadily, just nice, slow decrease.
I
the huge
hesitant.
drop, but it's just decreasing ever so just straight down.
I mean, look at this. This is general market. I mean,
yeah.
I hate to say what I'm about to say, but this does have the looks of a trend day if something doesn't come up and change.
Well, whoever you are watching, just know Roy just jinxed her trend day.
Yeah. So there you go. I close your positions, reset.
Buy call. Go long.
Go along.
No, that is not financial advice, by the way.
Yeah, don't do that. Bitcoin did get a tick up here.
That was a joke.
I kind of want to buy more Amazon. But these, yeah, I'm gonna hold off right now. We'll get a little pop here. See if we can retest that zone and fail. That'd be awesome.
Kind of like we did last time.
Yeah, got a little bear flag action potentially here at the bottom of the zone. My little blue line, though, is holding up.
CBD is negative 7,800.
Wow.
Kind of holding around there. It popped up to like -8, and it got down on that big pop up on that green candle. Got it to like -4. Had like a $4,000 pop on it, and just slowly just working its way back down, just like volume on Tide is. They're running hand in hand right now.
Mm.
-7, still number 77, 76, kind of popping back and forth between those two.
Yeah. Normally, I would try and be a hero and buy calls here, but not with that Tide.
Yeah, Tide makes it hard to do anything to the long side right this second, to be honest with you. I mean, I feel being this low down, we at least have to get a 5,800 test, right?
I mean, yeah, you broke below my little blue line.
Oh, blue.
So there you go. What more do you need? Oh, I'm a little upset I didn't scale up on that drop, but
I'm with you. Trump, when asked about Greenland, we have to have it. I don't think people of Greenland are uneager.
Okay.
Oh, you know that what was that chick that got fired from MSNBC? Joey Reid? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw her hot take yesterday that if America keeps going the way it's going with Canada, we're going to start a war with Canada, and we cannot win a war against Canada. And I was like, what world are you living in where we can't win a war against Canada?
Yeah, I don't think there's a country we can't win a war against, which is why our leverage is so high on everybody.
Well, that's why we are the superpower.
Exactly.
That's rhetoric people throw out.
It's just hot take after hot take. Just if you really feel that Canada can beat the U.S., then we have bigger problems.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, I didn't cut you off. But if you really feel that way, then we should up our defense spending by double to make sure that does not happen.
Yeah, because we're in bad shape.
Right.
Oh, did you see though? The what's her name? The chick, the secretary, press secretary. You know, the blonde girl.
Yeah. Levitt.
Yeah, when she was talking yesterday, and I guess I just saw. I know it happened last week where the French whatever politician asked for the Statue of Liberty back.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, one, we're not giving the Statue of Liberty back. And two, if it wasn't for America, you'd be speaking Russian right now. I mean, you'd be speaking German right now. And I was like, drop the mic, walk off the stage, you're done. They have nothing else to say.
Oh my gosh, this volume on the puts. We're getting a push up.
Yeah.
Is this another fake out? You got Ukraine talking, you got Trump talking, you got Kashkari talking. Let's see what this candle does, but it is giving me my re-enter spot here if I want it. Rejected the 8.
What did I just do there?
Oh man, that's 4 points I could have easily gotten there.
Yeah, I added to it there.
Yeah, that was just me being scared. man. Decision on non-tariff barriers to be case-by-case basis seems the U.S. may not account for all non-tariff barriers. I'm getting some clarity on what Trump meant by more lenient than reciprocal in his Newsmax interview yesterday. A White House official tells me the president is signaling he may not take all of the non-tariff barriers into account when he calculates tariffs on given countries. What? So he's going to drag the tariff thing out a little bit more? Dang, these puts are flying.
Yeah.
Not getting a breakdown, though. Well.
Yeah, not really, though. Not what I would be expecting. I want to see 5,800. I mean, CBD is only at negative 7,900 still. It hadn't really, it's not running away with it now like it was. Which is kind of showing with us chopping around here in this level. We are making great strides on Russia-Ukraine talks. So is Trump going to be dovish now? What the hell? I need him to say everybody's getting 100% tariff. Boom. And then come back like in 10 minutes. Just kidding.
Mind you along? I'm just playing. You're at a point, though, now where since it's held down here a little bit, you got to be fearful of any positive news.
You do. We're still flagging, though. That's the key. We're still flagging here. It's going to be a 58.05 break the flag down.
Yeah, I mean, Tide suggests that.
Look, take profit trade. I just need to test 5,800 one time. Do what you want to after that. I'm going to be done for the day.
This candle to just keep moving down. If it can close red, that would be fucking phenomenal.
Yes. Come on, baby. Break this bottom down here. Break this bottom. You know you want to. You know you just want to break that little bottom right there.
Right now. Yeah.
Give us one little good dip. I'm done for the day.
I mean,
that's all we gotta do.
5,800's been talking about your mama. Yes, you should go confront it.
5,800. You got about 500 orders sitting there on 5,800 now, just so you know.
Look at these damn puts. This is just incredible on general market and on SPY.
I mean, as of right now, this. Oh, you son of a.
Yes.
we is done, and actually, so it just ran past that. So I had my take profit at $200 on the day. We are sitting at $260 on the day. Slippage worked in my favor that time, and guess what? We're done. All accounts are done. Accounted for, done. Good job, Dickard. Good job. Back to work.
Ah, man. Beautiful.
I hate you got to go back to work, but good job getting in there with us. Appreciate good stuff. Trump ends interview. Okay. So I love like when you're looking at Trump stuff, like it doesn't say interview with Trump ends. It just says Trump ends interview. And I read it in all caps, exclamation points.
All right, 5,800. We got it.
Yeah. I had my take profit above that, so I was happy with it.
Bonnie, I traded one MES and I'm $100 up on the day.
Good job.
Yes, but it's like anyway, $100 across 3 accounts. I'll probably lock it, be done. That puts this account to $652. It was at 40 last Wednesday, a week ago.
Good
So
stuff. Good stuff.
compounding.
Yeah,
looks like we're gonna hit
now.
that
I
Monday
think
low,
you're
to be
like it
honest.
too. I'm to the point now where I'm going to take these base hits.
Yeah.
And if it keeps going, I'm fine with it. But if it doesn't, I'm just going to lock it up and watch the rest of the day. So right now, I've got every one of my accounts are done. Nothing. I do want to get a couple more take profit test accounts. I want to get up to 5. You get up to 5. Me and Roy's talked about this in the past. This is kind of where we're talking about the base hits. There's nobody here. Somebody might watch this later. But you get a couple $100 a day, 5 accounts, that's $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
$5,000 a week. There's not many jobs that, just 9 to 5 jobs where you make $5,000 a week.
Yeah, and the missing sauce, I do believe, is our risk management has gotten way better. That we're not really at risk of losing accounts in a day now. And that's kind of the beauty of the base hit world is, man, look at this thing going to Monday low. Anyway.
It's all good.
All good, man. I'm gonna lock my accounts for an hour. Not gonna do anything for an hour. Probably lock it for the rest of the day, but nothing I can do. Nothing I can do for an hour. I mean, tide was in our favor.
Mine's locked out for the day.
Good job, man. Good job. That was for anybody watching this later, anybody that's just tuning in now. Our first trade was red, but we stuck with it. We kept with it. You never got to close above the zone that we drew. You had to break down below the zone. You had a couple of retests that we played. I mean, it was how our trading strategy has evolved was on full display today. Watching Tide, watching Bookmap, and just playing the zone. Man, that was it.
Yeah, you get some days everything kind of lines up. I don't know if you noticed last couple of days everything hadn't lined up. We've been getting conflicting information between Tide and CVD and Bookmap, right? Today, everything was perfectly in line, told us exactly what to do. I mean, this thing was popping, and me and Roy was both looking like it doesn't make sense why we're getting a pop here.
Yeah.
And then we see why. So, fabulous day, great day. Can't complain at all. Anytime, let's see, I'm 6. I mean, I'm $1,500 up on the day on all my funded accounts.
Less than an hour of work, not bad. So,
as an old man, I used to know saying, "Hey, UPS money right there." I like UPS drivers used to be like the highest paid people there were out there, and he used to compare everything. That's UPS money right there.
That's funny.
That's better than UPS money right there. Is what that is.
Yeah.
CBD is negative 11,000, by the way.
Getting a little life here on calls, but not a lot. And puts are kind of flattening out. Same.
I mean, you had to get somewhere, right? There has to be a bottom.
I mean, it just can't just keep. Yeah. Look at Tesla got smacked by $10, but it's got a little bit of a reversal candle forming here. Nvidia's really been the dog, down 4.7%. It's down more than Tesla.
I'm gonna have more Nvidia.
It's not a bad one right now. Apple, I mean, you're getting a little wick here, so it could be. You gotta be careful, but it could be a nice.
What was Buffett saying?
Yeah, buy when people are
Be
fearful.
greedy.
Some people,
Yeah. When
you
people
got
are
it.
greedy, be fearful. When people are fearful, be greedy. Means load up.
Yeah.
Right now, people, I'm gonna tell you, the people that are sitting there like that are scared in Nvidia. If you like Nvidia at 125, 130, 140, you should love Nvidia at 115.
Yeah.
Man, if you're trading, if this is investing, not day trading, we're not talking about options. I'm talking about buying commons to sit on for 5 years. I think 115 Nvidia might be something you look back on one day. Like, y'all remember that time I bought Nvidia at 115? Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I was telling Roy, I had a buddy that bought one Tesla stock. One Tesla stock. Yeah, one Tesla stock at like $300 pre first split. He has like
Yeah.
6 or 8 right now, and he hadn't added to it, and he's like
Yeah.
$3,000 up. Think about that.
Just awesome.
Yeah. So if you can buy stuff and just hold it, and he forgot all about it. I mean, mentioned the other day, he looks at that like, holy shit, I got 8 of them. I'm like, yeah, I figured. I'm like, I tell you a little bit more than that, but good job. Kashkari. Policy uncertainty is complicating the Fed's job. Job market has stayed strong. The biggest challenge is to finish the job. We've made a lot of progress bringing inflation down. There is still more work to do. And as expected, Kashkari is going to speak out of both sides of his mouth.
Yeah. If you look at ES here, you're getting a wick for those that are still looking to trade. You're getting a drop in puts, rising calls. Could have a little get right back in this zone here. Wouldn't be surprised. That VWAP is just going straight down as expected with the volume. But I saw yesterday's volume on SPY was like pitiful. Let's show that real quick before we call it a day. As I know, look at that volume yesterday.
Yeah. That goes back to what we saw a month ago.
Right. So you didn't get a lot of strength, and then you kind of see what happened on that lower volume. When the volume showed up, crack. So we should to just take a look. Always keep an eye on volume in addition to the move up. So if the move went up on lower volume, it doesn't have much staying power.
And if you are continuing to trade, Dave, just remember Kashkari speaking now. And I'm not sure what time he gets done, but you do have the 5-year note options coming out at 12. That could be a big one. It's a lot of our debt being bought and sold right there. So that's one actually to keep an eye on. Do I think it's going to be a big market move or no? But I think the market could react out of it something crazy. Absolutely. So just keep an eye on it. That tends to be a big one sometime. And you got, was it Muslim? Is that his name?
I tried. Didn't want to say the other name. So we're gonna go Muslim. Yeah.
Comes out at 12:10. So you do have initial jobless claims and GDP tomorrow. So you could see some shorts covering today too.
On the back of PCE and Michigan Friday.
Yeah.
So
well, GDP, if you paid attention, I didn't listen to this last one, but I did see just scrolling through Twitter. They've been putting the GDP stuff out there a lot, that they're paying attention to GDP. So you definitely want to pay attention to GDP tomorrow. Like you said, you do have PCE coming out the next day. So
your SCP came out last week on FOMC and showed a decrease in GDP. So that may kind of soften any blow, as it was kind of already kind of projected out during FOMC last week. But still, you just be mindful, guys. He's right, telling you all the events. You could get these coverings. You could get continued selling of profits, since we had this pop up from the bottoms. People de-risking that way. So there will be a level of de-risking. So just trying to figure out which side is bigger than the other, of course.
We are kind of flagging down here again too. So I don't know if there's enough down to it.
And here you go. Your call premium starting to tick down. Your put premium starting to curl up general market tide, and then on SPY tide, basically flat put premium, but curl down on call premium. So
Kashkari is talking about tariffs now too. He said after 2018 tariffs, we saw less reshoring of manufacturing to the U.S. than to the other countries. So be careful, right? Anytime that tariff word, I know it's not getting the steam it was getting before, but if you get some negative tariff stuff come out, that could really move the market too. So
yeah, I'm just tickled with. I mean, if you guys played along with us today, where my zone got on SPY, you know, just we executed well today. The only thing I think we both said is maybe we should have scaled up a little bit more, but that's okay. We're going to close the day nice and green. We're going to end the stream there if you're okay with that, Monty.
absolutely.
All right,
Hey,
guys.
my voice is back. My voice is back. When we have a short stream, it's not my fault. How about that?
Well, as always, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for all that tune in. For those watching later, we
Absolutely.
appreciate you as well. We're going to call it a Wednesday. On to Thursday, guys. Trade safe today.
Thank you, guys. We'll catch you on tomorrow.